This is Matt for Into Boxing. Delighted once again to be joined by Cyrus Pattinson. Cyrus, caught you at a few shows now. Another huge show for you in Manchester. But first off, before we get into it, how are you feeling? You looking good shape?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good, mate. Camp's been really good. I'm excited to be back in Manchester. Hopefully get a fight this time, innit?
Yeah, last time we spoke in Manchester was Chisora Parker, wasn't it? And you had the last minute pull out. How devastating was that for you to have that just, fall on your feet at the last minute?
Very devastating. I mean, all the hard work I've been done. Like, obviously, you make a way, you get to the final stage, and you think nothing else can go wrong now. But these things happen. Like, you take the blessings from it. Like, I stayed on it over Christmas, and I got out earlier this year in London. So get the ball rolling again.
You managed to get on the John Ryder and Danny Jacobs undercard. We saw you there for that as well. When you look back at that performance, did you see any improvements in that one to your previous few? Have you seen these little subtle changes in your game?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, going into each camp, you want to be adding on from the last camp. You don't want really too much time out because it's like starting the camp again. So the stuff that we're working on in the gym was coming through, and hopefully I'll add on to that again this Saturday.
Now, last time I think you've mentioned you've got quite a decent fan base. Have you got a good few tickets sold for this fight? A big support coming down for you?
Yeah, I do have. I appreciate all the support that's coming down to support us. Like, so it's going to be a good night.
Now, you're in with a guy who's just been in there with Joe Laws, and obviously he's got a huge profile in this country. Racked up good wins earlier in his career. You're going against him. How big of a statement will it be for you to put on a good performance so then that pushes you onto that next level?
To be honest, like, regardless of whoever he's boxed, I'm just looking at him just like any other opponent. I'll be going on to stick with the game plan and showcase what I'm capable of. I am prepared to box back foot, front foot, whatever, but I'm going to put it on mine.
What's your specific fighting style? What's your strength? Because obviously we see a little bit of you in every fight, and obviously you show a certain amount. But how much more have we got left to see of you? As you obviously go through the gears, the higher levels, I assume obviously we'll see more what's in your arsenal. But are we going to see something different Saturday night to what we've seen before?
To be honest, I just take the fight as it comes. I'm prepared for any outcome and for any kind of direction the fight wants to go in. I know I'm better than him in every department, so I'm just looking to showcase that. And I know that there's so much more that people haven't seen of us yet, and obviously further down the line when we're getting them dog fights, let's be able to see the dog come out in this as well.
Does it ever play on your mind? I've asked a few fighters this, that sometimes when it goes the distance and you get out of the ring, ultimately it's about you getting the win. But do you ever get a bit conscious and think, you know what, I need a statement knockout, or I need a knockout to sort of show that other side of it? To bring in maybe the casual fan who's never seen boxing and doesn't really get the art of hit and not get hit.
Obviously, winning is all that matters, but it is nice to get the knockouts, but that's down to my opponents being picked as well. We're trying to pick the most durable opponents and the least likely to be knocked out for this stage, because I'm trying to get as much ring time as I can. And obviously, if I'm not getting them rounds in, then it's harder for us to progress into the next stage. So it's a catch-22. Like, if the knockout is there on Saturday night, 100% I'll take it and I want to hurt them. But we need, ultimately, you want to get the 8 rounds in and then move on to 10 round and go for titles.
Absolutely. Now, when you look at this occasion, it's another big occasion. You're only a few fights in. Have you almost felt accustomed to these now? Do you feel comfortable, feel at home, used to the process you've come, media workout, press conference? Are you used to these big fight weeks now and feel like it's just part of your week?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I mean, it's only my 4th fight, so I think it was about 40 plus fights on GB, and so I was used to going into sports halls in the middle of nowhere with no kind of TV crew or nothing like that. So I am getting used to it, and obviously the more comfortable you get, the more relaxed and the better you perform. So,
what's the biggest difference you've seen from transitioning from amateur to pro? I've asked a few of the ones who've just turned over this or who had an extensive amateur career or got a load of accolades. What's the main difference you've seen when you get in there? Does it feel different when you've got them gloves on? And obviously, guys, has it been a big difference for you?
I never really realised until I turned pro, because people used to say like ex-professionals. So I think it was Stewie Hall told us, he was like, the difference between amateur and professional is like the difference between pool and snooker, and it's a completely different sport. Like there's so much, it's not like one big deal, there's 1,000 little details that make the big things, do you know what I mean? So it's too much to put into surmise into such a short space of time.
Just before I let you get on with your open workout, I just want to get your opinion on the big fight next week, Tyson Fury, Dillian Whyte. I think we've heard from Dillian today for the first time since it got announced. What's your opinion on that fight? Where do you see the fight being won and lost? If you had to stick your money down, who would you be backing?
To be honest with you, it's what Tyson Fury turns up and what Dillian Whyte turns up as well. Like I do believe the best Tyson Fury would be the best version of Dillian Whyte, but that's the thing with that kind of fight. It's a titanic fight, and it'll be entertaining whatever way it goes.
Right, just before you go, have you got a message for your supporters, people who are backing you back home, sponsors, people who are coming down to watch you on Fight Night?
Yeah, just thank you to everyone that's bought tickets, that's supporting us back at home, to my sponsors, Berkeley Boxing. Just thank you, and for the people that don't really know us and that are going to get to know us, like thank you for your continued support.
So he's one of the best prospects in the country. Get behind him, Cyrus Pattinson. Thanks for talking to Into Boxing. Fingers crossed we'll catch up later on in the week.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.